Hello and welcome to somewhat of an emergency episode of Abby the Podcast Lady. I had an email come into my inbox this morning that I just could not wait to make an episode about. And so we're getting a bonus episode this week talking about video podcasting with RSS.com. This is something that I have been really anticipating ever since earlier this year when Apple Podcasts announced that they were really going to be leaning heavily into video podcasting. I'm like, okay, so I can see the writing on the wall. Podcasting is no longer just an audio format of content. And I think we all kind of knew that was coming with just how popular podcasting has become and with just how popular short form content has become as well. It's just been a huge add-on to the medium as a whole. I am not anti-video podcasting in any way. Obviously, look at me. I do think that starting with video podcasting is a lot harder for beginner podcasters. There's no denying that. I think you really need to nail down your audio quality and content before you add in the video element. But I mean, everyone is going to start where they want to start. And if you want to start with video podcasting, it is now easier than ever. So let me pull up that email that I got this morning from RSS.com. Now, RSS.com is where I host my podcast. It is where all of my clients host their podcasts because I think it is the easiest platform to set up your show on because it is just so straightforward and simple. There's no way you can mess it up. The distribution is automatic to all the major podcast players, and it's just so simple and straightforward and user-friendly, and they do like automatic mid-roll ads when you have like 10 downloads. Like, it's easy to start generating some revenue with your podcast right away as well if you use RSS.com. I am a huge believer in them. I have been with them since I started my first podcast. I have launched dozens of shows with them. I think that they're the best. If you are interested in checking out RSS.com, I have a link down below in the show notes, so make sure that you check that out. And I think this new edition that they have is going to seal the deal on using them as your podcast host even more. So this is the email that I got from RSS.com this morning. The subject line was, "You asked for video. Our max plan is now live." And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? Because they've been doing a lot of surveys and asking for feedback from their users to see what are we actually needing in the podcast industry. And they did the right thing by asking actual users of the platform. And so now the max plan is here, giving you an easier way to publish and earn from video podcasts. You can upload your video episode once and then use the same file to publish to Apple Podcasts through HLS and to YouTube. On Apple Podcasts, listeners can move between audio and video without losing their place. And this also includes unlimited audio and video episodes. What I love about this is that it isn't mandatory viewing on Apple Podcasts for video. I have been listening to the Khloe Kardashian podcast lately, Khloe in Wonderland, and that one is both audio and video, and you can toggle between, do you just want to listen to it? Like if you're doing something like driving or out for a walk and you don't want to like watch a video, you can just set it up for listening, or if you want to like sit down and actually consume it with your eyeballs as well, you can do that as well. So I like that there's the option to, on Apple Podcasts, stick with just listening to the show, or if you want to watch it, you can do that as well. Like you have that option. It's still there. So this email goes on to say, among the video publishers in our recent Podcaster Insights survey, 63% said video helped grow their audience. And more than 1 billion monthly active viewers watch podcast content on YouTube, and Apple Podcasts is available in more than 170 countries and regions. So again, like I said, RSS.com has been asking people for their input. What are they looking for? What do they need? What is helpful with moving the needle with growing your show? And this is what the survey results said. It said that people wanted an easier way to integrate their video podcasting into their workflow, and RSS did something about it, which I think is so cool. I love when, because I filled out this survey myself. Like I'm very diligent about surveys and feedback on things that I use every single day. And I like that they're actually taking the results of the survey and putting some action to it and actually giving us what we are asking for. So this is also going to be a way for you to earn from your video podcasts as well. Video ads will run automatically on Apple Podcasts from your first video episode with no download or follower threshold. That means as soon as you start generating some views, it doesn't matter if it's just a few of them, you're going to start earning on those video ads. And all you need to do to qualify for this is activate your RSS.com paid, and that is like their paid ad thing. And you got to verify your PayPal payout. Say that 3 times fast, PayPal payout. And then you receive 70% of all eligible video ad revenue generated from that point forward. So you can start earning automatically on your shows, which is so cool. I actually woke up this morning to a payout from rss.com for my very first podcast. It was called The Small Town Tourist. Now, I haven't posted actively on that thread for, gosh, it's been over a year now, but I still generated $5 in ad revenue from not sharing it anywhere, from not posting it anywhere. It just exists out in the world and is generating, not a lot of revenue, but it's something for doing absolutely nothing. And that's pretty cool. I have been so impressed with the ad payout on rss.com. And you don't have to do like anything for it. You do have to like point out where you want your mid-roll ads to run if that's the thing that you're doing. But if you just set it up for ads at the front of the show and ads at the back of the show, you're going to see a little bit of revenue generated right away, which I think is so cool. And I love that they're helping new creators really get the ball rolling on monetizing their podcast. I think that is so important. It's something that everyone is looking for. Everyone wants to make money from their shows, and this is just another way to do it. Now, this Max plan, how much is it going to cost? Because I know that that is going to be the next question everybody has. This is the rundown of what rss.com costs right now. And I think it is super affordable for what you actually get out of making your show. So we have the free plan, which I have a lot of my clients on right now. They're just getting started. They just need that free plan to help build their show. Essentially, it's everything you need to start and grow a podcast. You got unlimited episodes, unlimited audio, you got your RSS feed, all that great stuff. With the plus, that's when you can start making money with the paid programmatic ad insertions. You can earn with Apple Podcast subscriptions, audio to video conversion for YouTube. That is what we had been using for years on this. I had that when I first started years ago, and you can basically hit a button and it'll turn your audio episode into an audiogram for YouTube. Is it the sexiest looking episode you've ever seen on YouTube? Is it absolutely breathtaking, stunning, visually captivating? No. Does it look nice and clean and professional? Yes, definitely. There is no denying that, but it's just not a full video version in the way that you're thinking a full video version is for YouTube. But it's a way to get it on YouTube. If that's just your goal, is for it to be searchable and findable on YouTube, that'll do it. You can invite team members with this plan. There's a bunch of other stuff in it as well. The Pro plan, this is the one I am currently on because this was the top tier one. You can have up to 10 podcasts, unlimited team members, podcast analytics. It automatically generates your transcripts. That's in the other plan too, but that's also very helpful. You can do unbranded YouTube videos, which is cool. And then this is the one that we are all excited about right here today. This is the Max Podcasting Plan. So it's $37 a month. If it's billed annually, you save 25% by billing it annually. You get unlimited audio podcasts, unlimited video podcasts, and then video ads with revenue share, which we just broke down a little bit ago. You start earning from day one, automatic YouTube publishing, which is huge. And then API access, which is where they create an API key and manage your shows and episodes from your own code or tools. That doesn't matter to me too much. It could matter to someone else. I don't really do much with that at the time, but down the road, you just never know. It's nice that there's options for that in the future for me if I see so. So you can spend anywhere from $0 a month on your podcasting to 15 to 26 to 37. And these are all the prices based on the annual plan. If you want to pay for it monthly, you can pay $0 for the free plan, plus is $20 a month, pro is $35, and then max is $50 a month. Honestly, if you're going to do this, just go for the annual plan, save that money, because we all know podcasting is a long game. And you are going to want to stay in it for at least a year and just try to figure out if this is helpful for you and your business and your brand and just something you want to stick with. So I would suggest paying for it annually. And if you want to do the video integration, that Max plan is going to be the way to go. I'm really excited to try this out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to edit this video and I'm going to switch to the Max plan, and we are going to upload this and see how it works with the Max plan, rss.com. I'm excited. I got jitters. I'm pumped. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here and then we are going to upload it to YouTube and see what happens. So it is time to switch my plan from my legacy plan on RSS to the Max, which I know this is the direction I need to head for my business, but it's still a bummer because the last time I swapped out from a legacy plan, I had Spotify and Hulu together for $10 a month. I had that like all the way back in college, and I just had to switch it this past winter when my dad wanted Spotify for Christmas, and it was just easier to put him on my plan. And I lost out on some legacy benefits. So I don't know what I'm losing out on by doing this, but I do know what I'm gaining, and I am gaining video access. So we are going to upgrade my RSS legacy podcast network plan to the Max plan. It's just the cost of doing business. Okay, so instead of uploading this episode through how I want to upload it, it's like getting a little inception-y around here. So I'm actually going to take a episode of The Podcast Lady that is supposed to be coming out on Thursday, but we are actually going to go to an old podcast that doesn't exist anymore, doesn't actively post anymore, and we're going to upload it there to test this out. So this is what it looks like when you're on the Max plan now on RSS. You have audio file size up to 2 gigabytes, and then video is up to 5 gigabytes, and your max duration is 2 hours, and your minimum resolution is 1080p. So you can upload an MP4, an MKV, or an MOV, and it looks like it just uploads like a normal podcast would. So let's give it a shot here. Publish video ads need to be on. In return, you keep 70% of the ad revenue. Oh, shoot, I don't have ads set up on this one. Okay, so we'll just upload without setting up the pay right now since this is a test. We are going to call this testing out rss.com video. Hold, please. Because this is just like, once I figure out how this is working, I'm probably just going to go in and delete this. No. Keywords are not important right now. So, okay, so we're going to do that. And then we are going to go over here to save draft. So this upload process is exactly the same as it is for just normal audio as it is for video. The only difference is now you have the option to do video, whereas if you're not on the Max plan, I'm guessing you're not going to see the option to upload a video. And it is going to take a heck of a lot longer for this to upload because it is a bigger file. It is a video. They do take longer to upload. And if you're on a good fiber optic internet source, it should take a lot less time than it does from where I'm sitting. I'm not going to lie, I am cutting out a lot of watching this orange bar go across the screen uploading this video, but I think a lot of it has to do with my own internet upload speeds at my house. And I think if I go somewhere with faster internet, it'll go a heck of a lot faster. But overall, I am pretty impressed with how similar it is. It's not really a whole lot of an extra step when it comes to uploading to the RSS feed, which I really like. I like that they're not making you go through a bunch of different hoops. They didn't change how it looks on the back end of uploading. Like, it's very simple and straightforward. If you're an RSS user already, this is just going to be second nature to you. Here we go. 99%. Okay, so when you get off of the upload page, it looks like it takes you right back to your episode list, just like it would if it was a normal audio episode with rss.com. And I'm guessing it's going to take a little bit more time to process than your regular episode. Okay, it is ready to publish. I want to see what it looks like on the back end before we do this. Okay, so you can't preview it on the back end, which is fine. We know what it looks like. I edited it. I know exactly what this looks like, but I did kind of want to know if you could see it. I'm going to hit publish and then we will see how it looks on Apple. I wonder if this is going to go to YouTube too. I forgot how I had this set up. So we're going to have to play around with this a little bit. So I hit publish and it says create video and publish on YouTube. Let's go to distribution. Oh boy. Okay, Pod to Profit was under Abbey Minky 95. Okay, so it looks like they're using a service called PodViz by rss.com to manage the YouTube accounts now. I don't remember if that's how it was before. I always just set it up and let it buck. We'll make it public. Ooh, it looks like you can turn on the rss.com logo if you want to, or turn it off. I'm going to turn it off for now because I'm just going to go in and delete this anyway once I know how it looks. But you can choose the playlist you want it to go to, public, no, it's not made for kids, that sort of thing. And then perks of YouTube publishing. You can create a video. There's chapters. Okay, cool. So that looks like it's set up and ready to go. Let's go back to the episodes here. and click this button, publish episode, and we'll see what happens. This is exciting. I am genuinely curious to see if this is going to spit out the audiogram version that RSS does, or if this is just going to pull the full video version. Like, hopefully it pulls the full video version. That's like the ideal situation here, but you just never know. So this is a fun little experiment that we are testing out here today. Also, if you're just listening to the audio version of this podcast, I am so sorry. This is probably going to be very confusing for you. It'd be a good idea to head to YouTube and check out the video version. It'd be a good idea to head to Apple and check out the video version, because in a perfect world, it is living there as well. You know what we could do is let's check out how this looks on the RSS page. So we're going to go to my podcast public website. Okay. Okay. This is cool. So this is the public facing page you get with every podcast you have on rss.com. So here's the test video we just uploaded. Here is the video version.
America's ultimate pheasant hunting experience awaits.
Okay, so there's an advertisement right there. Let's kind of fast forward through it here. Welcome to another episode of Abbey the Podcast. And then it just
Huntfish SD.
And musings in it. There's the video that we just uploaded. That is handy dandy. So the ads just get inserted right there. It has this nice screen that says we'll be right back after this short message. It plays the ad. I like how that looks a lot. Oh, I am so impressed. Okay, A+. Okay, so that's how it looks there. Yeah, we'll just wait and see how it looks on the Apple feed when that pops up here shortly. And then YouTube. Let's head over to the Pod to Profit YouTube page and see how it looks over here. It says it's published. Oh, it brought the full video version over. Yay! Okay, I love that. So it doesn't just make the audiogram anymore. You get the full, well, when it's done processing, you get the full video version, which is so nice and so handy. I love that. That is so great. Oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be huge, 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 huge. I'm going to open it on my phone and see if it got distributed to Apple yet or not. It can take a while for RSS to get things over to Apple. For whatever reason, I've noticed that that's like the longest lag time when you go from publish to, yeah. So it looks like it hasn't made it to Apple quite yet, but we'll wait a little bit and see if it does. Overall, I gotta say, I am very impressed with this new addition to RSS.com's hosting. I know it is a little more expensive. I know you have to pay for this, but trust me, the ease of using it, as you can see, is so simple. If you're an RSS user already on the free plan and you know it's time to level up to video because you know there's going to be benefits to doing that for your show, for your brand, for your business, it's a great way to do it. I am a huge fan of the service. If you're interested in learning more about RSS.com, if you want someone to hold your hand through setting up your RSS feed, I offer that. You can reach out to me at any time. I'm glad to answer any questions for you. It is a great service. I love that they're adding this new video feature for us all to really level up our shows together. And I think it's going to come in really handy for a lot of people. And I know my clients are going to benefit majorly from having this as an option. So thank you so much for checking out this episode of Abbey the Podcast Lady. Kind of an emergency last minute episode, like I said, but I was just too excited about this new addition to rss.com to not dive into it and see how it works and take you along as I figure it out myself so we can all learn and use it together. And again, any questions, reach out to me. Check out more from rss.com and check out more from Abbey the Podcast Lady down in the show notes below. And I will catch you next time for a regularly scheduled episode of Abbey the Podcast Lady.